Hi guys, welcome to Grooties. Right, here we are, lock set. So what I did was I popped the back off on these ones. It's just pushed on with a plastic the plastic just clips down tight. There's a little spring and stuff in there. Now, you get your key in and it'll pop apart. Always a sealing O-ring, something similar. Now, see that? So what we're going to do is I'll start with this one here. Half of them are actually reasonably decent. So some of them will actually work, right? So what I've done is that's the key. Hold on. Be very careful, you'll drop them out the bottom. That's how it should look. So what we'll do, put the key in that we want to use, work out which one. First one is that one there. So then what I'll do, I'll come over to here, to my box of goodies, because I pull apart a lot of locks, and I'll choose one with a different size window. Right. Let's put him in. And if it's too much, it'll come out the bottom. Right, what do we got here? I think the first one's actually being a pain in the ass. So this first one could actually do with that one. So all I'll do is I'll swap them around until I have a decent setup where they will actually go like this. See? So now we want this one here out of here, and that one's actually got to be longer, but that's too long. Well, we'll give it a go. Right. And then we just keep swapping and changing until, oh no. And what I do, which is probably cheating, I don't know, it seems to be cheating slightly, is I run the file over them if they are just the tiniest little bit out. Now I do that on purpose because running the file is a lot less time consuming than finding more of these or individually filing each one. Now we have the key in there. Now our issue is still, one of these is still a little tight. So that one there that I just put in, oh, and see that? Gotta be careful you don't drop your spring. They're tiny. Alright. So I tried to do one at a time. Now I did, and there's numbers on these too. Where are they? 2. This one is that one's a 2. And 2 wasn't enough. So we will go to a 3. That's a 1. So we want a 3. And there's all different ones in here. And there's different ones from different locks as well. That's a 4. Don't want a 4, we want a 3. So some of these locks have got different I don't know what you call these. All I know is I had a locksmith that came next door, and I hit him up. I said to him, I went, hey, did you want to do some keys, do a key for me? And he looked at me and he said, oh, it's easy, you do it yourself. He obviously didn't want to do anything for me. And I was like, what? And he went, oh, you'll be right, you can do it yourself. And I said, are you serious? And he goes, yeah. So now I've got it to this point. I might run a file across it. We'll see. We'll see if I can get it right without the file. 2. So I put 2 in instead of this one. This one says 4. We want 3. We don't want a 4, we want a 3. Another 4. I have heaps of 4s in here. 2. You're always better off having a pair of 4, having a pair of little pliers, because the little pliers will help you. 3. Yes. Let's give it a go. Yeah, the little pliers will help you where other stuff won't. No, bigger pair of pliers just won't do the same kind of deal. We're close. Alright. But we're still not close enough. So what I'll do, yeah, that's how close we are. What I'll do, I'll give it a quick tidy up. I'll be back. Right, file. And all I'm doing is I'm literally only trying to take the leading edge of what grabs, and I'll roll it over the top. Right, so we can see which ones. It's this one here. Now it's such a minute amount that actually trying to make it work, you're probably not going to make that work properly. There's a little bit of wear in the key, a little bit of wear here and there. So just nice and easy. And it's just time consuming. So I can do a whole set of locks, I can do ignition, I can do the whole lot to suit a key. But half the time, it's usually one lock that is annoying the customer and why they can't actually use it. Right, so let's see. That probably goes to one. Yep, so it's got its little passage here. So we've got it pretty good, but what I'll do, hold on. Right, so what I've done was I threw it on the Y wheel. Now it's a little tight, but seems to be roughly what we want. Now, because I'm a little different to most, I use WD on everything. Alright, WD is like my favourite thing in the world. Right, there we go. Now, we've still got a little bit of a catch, right? But we don't have anything. Right, see there? Works. And it works really good. Alright, it's exactly how it should be working. So now, we will put that back in, the seal. We'll put this back in. Now, put them in there. This, oh, which way did it go? It went this way, so that went in there. So I think it went in like that. I've got to remember this stuff too half the time. And then we should be able to put that on there, that on there, and then that should just Like that. Right. Be a bitch if it didn't work then. All right, and that'll go down. And that goes like that in the car. Nice. Done, guys, done. That's how you code and lock to a key that you've already got. And for me, I've got a big container full of parts, so it makes life easier. Most people don't have the parts that I've got. This is from years of collecting BMW stuff. So that's all lubed, that's nice, that's done. Wipe the client's keys. So now he'll be really happy because he's been fighting with having numerous keys. So now that works. That works really well. All right. See that? It's decided to not work properly with that one that way. There you go. So his key's worn. All right. And that was the issue. So it'll take him a little while. If he says to me it doesn't work, I'll say pull the key out, flip it over. Your key's worn. So I've coded this to a worn key. Dom. Oh, here's what it is. There's not a lot you can do about it. When it gets a key cut, that's exactly what will happen is I'll cut a good key and it will work both ways. As always, thanks for your time and you have a lovely, lovely weekend.